people talk about this all the time about your Emmy nominations, Emmy wins and things. And at DancePlug, we like to get into like a little bit of the nitty gritty and really the inspirational part of why as performers and how as performers. So for you, your creativity and the things that inspire you, what are some of the things that constantly keep you creative, keeping that creative juice flowing, whether it be traveling, whether it be reading books? What do you think is something that you go to? I know it's a big, do you have a lifetime to answer this question?
Yeah, no, it's just, I say this to everybody. I literally, truly create from my personal life and the things I come in contact with. Yeah. When your heart is bleeding, you know what I mean? I want to bleed it all over the floor. And I want everyone to feel what I feel. When you can't sleep because your mind is flourishing into 1,000 ideas, and I feel haunted by the concepts and the ideas that come in my head, I want everyone else to be haunted by my ideas. So I want you to go through what I'm going through. I want you to embody and empathize for me, because I am, I thrive in creativity. Yeah. Something I do is I like to just brainstorm. Is kind of, I ask myself the what ifs. So there's an idea I have, the idea is circled, and then you brainstorm away from it. But then somehow I ask, what if this, what if that, and what if this, and what if that? And somehow I end up all the way over here, and I go, that's the idea. And if I don't ask myself those what ifs, I would have never arrived over here, and I would have settled for this idea.
So essentially, your creative soul, your soul is bigger than your limitless mind.
I guess. Yeah, yes. I'll take it.
Yeah. and then that also, in saying that as well, for in terms of, like you were saying, when you see a burning building, you run into it as an artist.
Absolutely.
Yes. Are there any inspirational quotes that come into your mind that pop up sometimes?
I think the word saying no to somebody is saying yes to yourself. And as a creator and just as an artist in general, I feel like we give and give and give and give a lot, and people take. And the reason why I create from my own personal life is to give myself a gift back, is taking and putting a positive light on something that was possibly negative, turning something beautiful from turmoil, is what speaks to me. Also making art that matters, making art that has a conversation to it. There's a conversation between a viewer and a performer. There should be a dialogue happening between. You should be thinking about what you're watching. It shouldn't be like, that was pretty. That's great. People do that. That's just not what makes me up in the morning.
Right. Totally. Completely. And I thank you so much for sharing that with us. Thank you so much for sharing your heart with us. Is there anything that you're looking forward to the rest of the season for Still You Think You Can Dance season 15?
Yes. Because, I have some, this concept was easy for me as far as they're like, I have ideas. They're like, I don't think that's appropriate for show one. We want to make sure that these people are getting celebrated and being, we don't want to, how do I say this?
Yeah.
Because I have some concepts that are going to be like, wow, I can't believe I just watched that.
Yeah.
And maybe is it not
just visceral?
It's not right for the first week. There's some things I'm talking on, some issues I'm attacking, and then there's a boy duet I want to do that is going to be very heartbreaking. So yeah.
Well, hello, we can't wait for that. Yeah. I don't want you to keep talking about it.
I'm doing a couple Broadway numbers this year too. So awesome. Yeah, I have a really awesome finale group dance that's going to be so iconic and incredible, and also got a little humor to it. So I'm really excited to play with that as well.
Yes, awesome. And how do you feel about the performances tonight? Like you said, this particular concept for you was something that, where was that inspiration from for the opening number and then duet?
Well, the opening number, I was hired as the choreographer to do a specific thing, which was no concept. We just want to celebrate these dancers. We want big, powerful music, something that's just going to really make them explode up the television screen. So, the music's called Dream State. It's just kind of about waking up and these dancers just got the opportunity of their lives to walk on this television show that's going to change, the course of where they really want to go in this, throughout this journey of life. And so I really wanted them to feel like the sun was exploding from their hearts and through their skin. And so I covered them in 1,000 pounds of glitter, because why not?
Because YOLO.
Yeah,
because YOLO life.
And I just wanted them to look like these explosive stars that were basically floating in space.
Y'all are stardust.
Yeah.
There's that.
Exactly. And then for the duet, the music was from The Handmaid's Tale. I'll never forget the first time I heard it when I was watching that show because it's my favorite show. And that music got me. It got me so hard. And, for years I've wanted to do a violin concept, but I didn't want to do it the way I thought I always do it. I wanted to say that the violin has now come back around and saying, you've been playing me all these years, and now I'm going to rip you to shreds.
Yes. And that is your what if.
Yeah, exactly. That's honestly, yeah, because he could have held her the whole time. We played a beautiful violin, but it's like, no, it's not even about the violin and the player. It's about these two people pulling at each other's heartstrings, and then it's just like this love that is basically just completely ripping us apart. You know what I mean?
Hello, life.
Yeah, hello, life. There you are.
Hello, real life.
Yeah.
So, something for you as well. What helps you stay centered? Do you journal? Do you get into class occasionally? Do you meditate? Are there some things that you can offer some of our aspiring dancers and performers out there to keep your authentic self reignited and reset?
Yeah, I definitely meditate before bed to try to clear the day, to wake up fresh. My dogs center me, 2 Goldens. And then, like I said before, saying yes to myself. I've been doing a lot of things, being like, someone called me, like, has an opportunity, and I'd be like, I shouldn't be doing that because I have to do this. But you know what? I'm gonna do what I want to do, and not doing things I think I should do. Doing things I want to do, and making time for myself has been very important. So I think that's what really centers me. So I can come here and I can be the fullest version of myself and try to be as awake and present as possible.
Self-care.
Self-love.
Self-love, self-care.
Human kindness.
Yes. Always compassion for yourself.
Pass it.
There you did. Throw kindness like confetti, even to yourself.
Yes.